Hi, I'm Chris Jorsted with thebestarizonahome.com, and I'm here with Shane Tibiatowski from Cardinal Financial, and we're going to talk to you today about how to get pre-qualified for a home, the different types of loans there are, and the differences between each loan. But most importantly, we're going to get off started talking about how to get pre-qualified for a home and what that looks like for you. Shane?
How you doing, sir?
Very well.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. So anyway, can you tell everybody a little bit about what we can expect when we initially want to, hey, I want to buy a house. I need to know what I can purchase, how much I can afford based on my financial goals. What's our first step?
A lot of times what people are doing is kind of the wrong step at first, where they're looking for the houses and without actually going to see a lender first. And so the reason why that's so important is because you want to know what you can afford. So a lot of times what happens is people will start off looking at different homes and things like that. They'll meet a realtor and the realtor will ask, hey, are you qualified? I haven't spoken to anybody. Well, and that's when you need to get that ball rolling. It's real simple. It's just a matter of giving us a call. You talk to your realtor about who they like to use, give us a call, and we'll go through an application process. Literally takes 15-20 minutes. We're gonna ask you questions, we're gonna pull credit, and then from that point, some people take 24 hours. I can literally give you an answer within about an hour.
An hour? That's awesome.
Yep.
So that fast. Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. When we're going to look for homes, I mean, I can't even really help you find a home unless I know what price range you want to be looking in. And that's happened before. I've had clients where we would go check something out, and just to find out, based off the pre-qual, it's not going to work out, and that's just Heartbreak City. So
well, it is. Plus, they compare everything to that.
Right.
To that house. That
absolutely.
Makes it difficult.
Yep. And so that makes a lot of sense. One of the, I guess, a little feedback I get whenever I suggest let's go do this pre-qual first is, well, I don't want it to hit my credit score.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit? Because I've heard it
both ways.
Yeah.
So it's going to hit your credit score. However, it's not a hard pull. A lot of people are looking at it like, if you apply for a credit card or you apply for a car loan, they send it out to a bunch of different people and it's just hit. Next thing you know, you are doing a mortgage loan, which a mortgage credit pull is an actual, real pull. It's going to give you all the information that we base off all of our criteria for you to be able to qualify for that loan. It's very typical, about a 3 to 7 point hit. And so it's minimal compared to everything else that you pretty much want to try and qualify for.
Right.
Yep.
I gotcha. Another thing I've heard is you sort of have, and tell me if this is true or not, there's kind of a 45-day window, so you can sort of compare mortgages and see what's out there for you? Right.
So, we've had different, number of days that people say. You've got a 14-day window, you've got a 30-day window, you've got a 45-day window. I think based off of what everybody has talked about and what I'm comfortable with is a 30-day window. And so if you are experiencing, maybe some pushback or something as far as from a lender, as far as when they pulled the credit and different things that maybe they're asking you to do, there is nothing wrong with getting a second opinion, because we all know, look, it takes literally 2 seconds to mess something up with the credit, and it seems like it takes a lifetime to fix it. And so sometimes what they're reading and somebody else reads and anticipates, or maybe even has different criteria that needs to be done, you can do that. So that's why it's important sometimes to have it looked at again.
Okay. And then another thing I hear about credit is there's 3 primary credits.
Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion.
Okay. And
you have to go by the middle score of all 3.
Okay.
Yep.
And those are just the credit bureaus out there watching everybody? Okay.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And then there's another thing that kind of comes into play, I know when you're pre-qualifying someone, you've mentioned it many times, is DTI.
Yep.
What is that?
Debt to income ratio.
Okay.
So basically it's how much money you make to how many bills you have.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it is. What it does is it gives you the ratio as far as the ratio with having all the bills that you have without the house, and then all the bills you have with the house.
Okay.
So that's what they look at when they're doing the debt to income ratio.
Okay.
So depending upon what you're doing, whether it's conventional, FHA, USDA, VA, they all have some different criteria for what they want.
So if I'm making $1,000 a month, but I have a $750 truck payment, my debt to income
Your debt to income ratio is at 75%.
Okay.
That's not going to work.
No.
That's just off the start. That's not even included.
Oh, you'll find.
Well, yeah. Well,
we'll get it figured out. Okay. Well, is there anything else you kind of like people to know as they're going to get pre-qualified? I know one thing I want to mention right away. We'll have it pulled up here. Is we want to make sure we do the Arizona Board of Realtors pre-qualification form. I know everybody's kind of got their letterhead, and the individual lenders they'll say, yeah, use this. Make sure we're using the actual Board of Realtors Arizona pre-qualification form, as that is the most commonly accepted pre-qual form. And right now, especially, the market's hot and heavy. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can and look as put together as we can. So we want to provide that.
Not have it rejected.
Exactly. Yeah. Is there anything else that you can think of that?
There is. And what I want to say to people out there that are watching this is that don't be afraid. We know everybody's had credit issues for one reason or the other. And the way that people look at things, especially if you have medical things, we don't count that. And if you do have something that has crept up and has hung around on your credit report and you wish you could get rid of it, there are people like me that actually help you do that. There's steps to be taken. I can tell you exactly what needs to be done and get you out of that mess that you're in and get you into a home. So the big thing is please don't be afraid. You got to get to it somehow, some way. There's no better way to start, especially when you're looking for a house. Rent prices right now are on the rise. Some of it's, you're paying more than what you would be if you were in a home. And so to get this taken care of, please do not be scared by that. Call me. We can get this stuff taken care of.
And that's something I say all the time, and kind of why I avoid institutional lenders. This isn't just a pass-fail thing. Shane here, of course, I always tell everyone, he's going to work with you based on your financial goals to get you where you want to be. And I've seen it happen over and over again, a lot of really happy clients. So definitely give either one of us a call and we'll get you set up.
Absolutely.
I'm Chris Dorset with thebestarizonahome.com. And if you have some other questions regarding any specific type of loans, we have other videos available for you to kind of look at over what we have for FHA, conventional, and that way you know the difference between all the different types of loans out there. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks, Shane.
You bet. Thank you.